Hey, what's up, everybody? So I am going to be submitting my 2020 West Point America the Beautiful American Samoa Quarters to either NGC or PCGS today. My question for you is, which grading service should I choose? Now, I have an idea which one I'm going to choose, and I'm going to tell you why later on in this video. But right now, what I want to do in this video is take a look at each of these quarters. Now, I have 8 of them. I found 8 of them while coin roll hunting 8 rolls just last week. And I did a video on that. And if you remember, I only found 7 of them. But now I have 8. How do I have 8? Well, when I was rolling all the quarters back up and taking them back to the bank, guess what? It always pays to relook at all your quarters before you put them in those rolls. Why? Because I found another one. Yes, I missed one, and I found it, and it's so cool. So I only had 8 rolls, but I found 8 West Point quarters. So really awesome. Now, the question is, what grades are these going to receive? So we're going to take a look at these closely. Please smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell. And please watch this all the way through. And you're going to help me try to figure out what kind of grades these coins are going to get. Now, this is really fun because you're kind of going along the process and you're going to guess the grades. And when I get them back, we're going to find out what grades these actually received. So really awesome. So we're going to take a look at these really closely, and they do have some imperfections. Now, don't forget, these are circulating coins, business strike, and when the United States Mint puts them into circulation, sends them out to the banks, they definitely don't handle them very carefully. They just kind of shovel them and throw them, into the machine that wraps them up. So they definitely don't treat them very good, which is why most coins that are issued for circulation, it's very rare you're going to get a mid-state 60, a 70 or a 69. Very rare that you ever get even a 68. Usually it's 67 or below. But when you submit coins like this, your hope is that you're going to get at least a 66, maybe a 67, and if you're one of the lucky ones, you might get a 68, but usually 68s are very hard to come by. So what do you think this one? Now you can see over by Washington's forehead, and then just across from its nose, you see a little bit of gouges. So that's gonna lose some points for sure. And then over by at the bottom of Washington's neck, you see some more gouges. Again, the Mint does not, when they put these into circulation, they do not treat these very well. So that's why you see a lot of those imperfections. So what do you think that is going to get? And again, you see a lot of imperfections on this side as well. I am definitely going to send these off to get them into those holders and make sure that nothing else goes wrong with these. And again, there's only 2 million a piece, very low mintage. So we're going to kind of speed this up. We're going to look at these very carefully, and this one's a lot nicer. This one here is definitely a lot nicer. This one here could, looking at the reverse on this coin, this one could be a higher mint state. Now again, we're just looking at it with our naked eye. We're not looking at it with high magnification or anything like that. Not too shabby. I don't see a lot of scratches on it. There's no real gouges, which is a very good a very good sign. It almost looks like up by where it says in between United and States, almost looks like milk spotting to a certain degree. All right, cool. So here is number 3. Not seeing really any scratches or anything like that on this side. Not seeing any gouges like I saw on the first one. But then you do see some nicks and some gouges over by Washington's cheek. Again, that's why a lot of these coins, a lot of these issued for circulation coins, don't get them 69s and 70s, because there is quite a bit of imperfections on these. That's why you see mostly 64s and 65s. But when we're, and all of this, all the grading is all subjective to who is actually grading these. It's what they see, it's their opinion. Everything when it comes down to grading is opinions. So we're going to take a look at these a little bit quicker, so this video doesn't go on too long. Let's go ahead and carefully take these out. Now, I told you at the beginning of the video that I kind of had an idea who I was going to go through when sending these either to PCGS or NGC. And we're going to talk about that for a minute. So, a lot of people are going through NGC. The majority of the people who are sending in their coins for grading are going through NGC because NGC has the fancy labels. NGC has the fancy labels. For the most part, I am not a fan of labels. And I'm going to go through, who I'm going to probably go through is, I'm thinking I'm going to go through PCGS. Why? Because they have a lot less on their population report. A lot less people are sending in coins to PCGS. Why? Because of the labels. People want to get them fancy labels. And I believe NGC is only doing their standard blue label. But there's a lot of people who collect the PCGS blue label and prefer their standard blue label. And for that reason, and for the fact that there's a lot less on the population report, there's a lot less that is flooding eBay, and by a whole lot. And we're going to take a look at that in a minute. And as we're looking at this one, again, we see some more of some gouging, some scratches, some scrapes. So this one, again, this is definitely not a perfect coin, but none of these are going to be perfect. This is probably going to be one of those, probably in between a 64 and a 65, maybe closer to the 64. But that's okay. The grading is not very expensive. It's only $20 per coin, and of course these only cost me 25 cents. So I would definitely, if I decided to sell, which I probably am not going to sell, I would get my money back from these, definitely, if I was to get a 64. But I am hoping to get at least a 66 would be nice, at least on one or two of them. So what do you think? So that's who I'm going to probably send these off through, is PCGS. That, of course, I am sending these through my local coin shop, and I don't want to pay for the shipping. If they have coins going out to PCGS, I won't have to pay for shipping. So if they don't have coins going out to PCGS, and if they're only right now shipping to NGC, then I will go through NGC. It all depends on if they have coins going out through to NGC to PCGS or not. And then this one here, there's a lot of nicks, as you can see on this one. A lot of, almost like someone took a screwdriver and just started pounding at it. Not cool. So what do you think? And we have one more to take a look at. Here it is. This one doesn't look too bad. I'm not seeing any of those gouges in this one like we saw on a couple of the others. But on this side we are seeing a lot of, especially on Washington's neck, where you're seeing a lot of those gouges, as if they took a screwdriver and just started pounding at it. So there you have it. There they are, all 8 of my West Point 2020 America the Beautiful American Samoa quarters. So what do you guys think? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. What are the grades? List them all for all 8 of them. Mint state: 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68. And we all know they're definitely not going to have any 69s or 70s. But let me know in the comment section below. Let me know who you think I should go through as far as grading, who I should submit these to. Thanks a lot, everybody, for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to everybody on my next video. And definitely when these come back from grading. Thanks a lot, everyone.